Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Gitanjali and you are watching Gitanjali Chats. First, a good news. I finally got my passport collection request. Tomorrow somebody is going to come from Blue Dart to collect my passport for stamping. So I'm very excited. Now the visa is just there. It's just there. So I'm very happy. In today's video, what we are going to do is discuss about SOP. As a lot of you all know, SOP is a mandatory document if you want to apply for a student visa for Canada. And a lot of people get rejections because of a weak SOP. Like a lot of you all know, I have 7 years of work experience, and in spite of having so much work experience, I was able to secure admission in a college in Toronto for pursuing graduate certificates. A lot of you all must have heard that people who have more than 5 years of experience usually get rejections from visa officers. The only thing that guys has helped me not get a rejection was a very strong SOP. I'm going to take you through my SOP and tell you what are the things that I really mentioned in the SOP to convince the visa officer that the program is right for me, the country is right for me, and most importantly, I will come back to my country after my visa expires or after I finish my studies. Um, you don't have to come back to the country after you finish your studies. Of course, you can apply for an extension of your student visa or apply for a postgraduate work permit or even apply for a PR. But but the visa officer really doesn't need to know that at this point. At this point, he just wants to make sure that if you are going to go to Canada on a study permit, you will only go and study there. And after the permit expires or after you finish your studies, you will either come back or remain in Canada through legal means. So let me take you through my SOP, and for that, we'll have to go back to my laptop. So I'm not going to hide most of my details because I know that there is LinkedIn and there's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere you can follow me and read everything about me. So I don't think it really makes sense. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you everything exactly as I have submitted. So to start with, you have to write this to the visa officer, High Commission of Canada, and put down the title there. And we'll just go through the headings first before we get into the details. The first should be your family background. Now this should cover in a very short and sweet manner who you are, where you are from, who lives in your family, and if they are happy with your decision or not. The next one is your academic background. Where did you complete your schooling from? Where did you complete your graduation from? And how much you scored, what were your subjects? A very brief understanding the visa officer must get when he goes through your SOP. And like you can see, I've put it in a proper tabular format so that he doesn't really have to read everything. The next important thing to mention is your work experience and current activities. While I was applying for my visa, I was employed with PayPal India on third-party payroll. And like you can see, I haven't really mentioned any of my duties over here. Then you go here, and if you see, I've mentioned things about I've received an unconditional offer letter from where, what I'm studying, under which stream I'm lodging my file, and if I've fulfilled the criteria of the visa application or not. Then there is a section which says about Canada, and this actually talks about why I've chosen Canada as a country and why Toronto in Canada. You go down and there is about Seneca College. Why I chose Seneca College is what you have to mention. Is it the location that you like? Is it the courses that you like? Is it the reputation of the college that you like? What exactly do you like about it? And then you talk about why exactly the course that you selected. I know this can be a little confusing because most people would say that why can't I just mention it under Seneca College? But I think it's important to kind of highlight everything separately. We don't want visa officers to face a problem, searching for that information. That's why I have made these separate sections. So if you're going for HR and you're going for, say, Humber College, just write Humber College, why you chose that college. Then under that college, it's like a flowchart, So it's like country, city, college, my course. So yeah, this is why exactly did I choose marketing management. And I've mentioned the career outcome. Now this I've picked directly from the Seneca College website. You can also do that. You can also go to your college's website and see if they have this thing mentioned. It's basically after you graduate from this program, what kind of jobs you can apply to, and you'll be prepared for applying to. So you can put that. And this part is very, very important. What is the scope? Imagine you taking up a course which has absolutely no use in Canada for their economy, and when you come back also there's no use. So that makes it clear that you just want to take up some kind of program and just graduate and just get an entry to Canada. That is the exact impression we are trying to avoid. That's the reason it's important to mention what is the future scope of your program, what kind of jobs are available in what province. If you come back to India, will you be able to find a job? What kind of value it is adding? And I ended with a very short and sweet line saying thank you for going to my profile, and I hope I get a positive response. Now, let me take you through each of these sections in detail. The first thing you mention is your name and where you're from, since how many years, who you live with. I live with my parents and my younger brother, so I mentioned that. Now here I've mentioned what my father does and what my mother does and what my brother also does. Now this gives an impression of my family is well established. I have also mentioned that they are very supportive about my decision to go to Canada. So this also shows that the whole family is excited about this. Next, in the education background, this is very simple, it's straightforward. I did my schooling from NES International School in Mumbai, and I studied mainly science subjects in my IGCSE. IGCSE is equivalent to 10th standard in India. And for my A levels, that is my 11th and 12th standard, I switched to business and commerce. Now here is where I started with my marketing thing. I inserted marketing because I started studying business and commerce in my 12th grade. I got introduced to marketing there, and it's also true. That's where I got introduced to marketing. So I put that here. And after completing A levels, I attended Leeds Beckett University and again got a business studies degree. So here I've mentioned everything. Latest first, I gave my IELTS in 2019 and got 8.5 bands. This was IELTS academic. It's better to mention academic. I haven't done it. That's my mistake, but you should totally do it. Then the scores. I haven't really been a very bright student per se. I have always been one of those average people. And there's no shame in admitting that you are an average student, because marks really do not define what kind of value you bring to the table in a company. But having better marks does help. Trust me, guys. If you all are studying right now, please study properly and get good marks. It does put you ahead of a lot of people. Anyway, so in A levels, what happens is I'm not sure how it works for SSE, CBSE, ICSE both students, but for A levels and IGCSE, students get to choose what subjects they want to study. I took up business studies, economics, thinking skills, mathematics, and English. And in IGCSE, I had Hindi, English, chemistry, geography, mathematics, physics, biology, French, information technology, lots of subjects. So, like I told you, I've been an average student, but I am the curious one. I want to pick up everything. I want to study everything. So I did that. Moving forward, very, very briefly write about your work experience. If you are working right now at some company, do mention from when you are working there, so the visa officer knows that you do have a job. Moving forward, this part is really important. This part, please make sure you note this down. Here I'm telling the visa officer very clearly, I have fulfilled all criteria of my admission. My offer letter is unconditional, meaning I don't have to fulfill any conditions before I get a full admit to my college. Then here I've also mentioned admit for what and how many months course and how many months co-op term is there, and I'm lodging my file under SDS stream, and I've paid my 1 year tuition fees, acquired GIC, fulfilled IELTS criteria with 8.5 band. if you are applying under SES category or even normal category. This part is like a gist of why you should be granted the visa, and everything else is your supporting information. Do not forget to mention this in your statement of purpose, it's extremely important. Moving forward, we talk about why you want to go to Canada. I'll tell you why I wanted to go to Canada, and I've written exactly what I really wanted to do in Canada and why I chose it. So I told them that I want to advance my career by getting higher education, and it's not a new idea. I've been wanting to do it for a while, and Toronto was my best choice. So like you can see in the first statement itself, I've mentioned that hey, I've had this idea in my mind and I know that Toronto is the best choice for me, and that's why Canada is a best choice for me. So you make a statement first and then you write supporting reasons. Now, how did I come to that decision? I researched on the internet, spoke to consultants, took advice from my friends. And what else did I do? I connected with Seneca College alumni, and I understood the course structures and opportunities that are available in the domain. So this shows that you have collected information from a lot of sources and put in the right amount of research and thought to selecting your course and the country that you want to go to. Now, how will this help you? How will Canada and mainly the city that you are going to help you? I have written that Toronto has diversity, and see, this is something that you'll have to customize according to your course and according to your profile. I said develop new perspective, understand mindset of a larger audience. Now I'm into marketing, and for me understanding perspectives is one of the top criteria to become a good marketer. If I don't understand my customers, if I don't understand their psyche, I will not be able to promote anything to them. If you are going for operations or HR or anything else, you need to make sure that you customize this as per your course. Another thing is, apart from career and growth, I wanted to show my liking towards the country. So I spoke about the welcoming nature of Canadians. So that shows that I'm prepared to go there, make friends with people, and put in that effort to get integrated into their system. So that explains why Canada. Now, moving to explaining to the visa officer why Seneca College. When you actually selected your college, you must have done a lot of research and you must have had 10,000 options to choose from, but you came to a decision and you picked your college, right? So what were those top 4-5 reasons that say motivated you to pick the college? Whatever actually impressed you, appealed to you about the college, you need to mention it here. So let me take you through what I have written. I said that I chose the college because it's reputed, lets me graduate in a short time, and helps me acquire skills that are relevant in the market. So that's 4. Then I spoke about the program structure. I said that I loved the program structure and it fits my needs, lets me expand on my experience. See, there is no hiding from the visa officer that you have more than say 3 years, 5 years, 7 years of experience. You just cannot do it. The whole point about applying for a visa is disclosing all the information about you. And if you try to hide that in your SOP, the visa officer is going to find out, because they're trained to, pick such cases and throw the applications in the bin. But here I'm acknowledging that I do have experience, but I'm going for a course because I want to build on that experience, because I want to upgrade myself. I also spoke about the co-op, and I said that it's very important because it gives me an immersive experience. And also, this is something I have mentioned again, that this is exactly the program that I want for my career, and I have an offer without any conditions. Then I spoke about quality of education, adding value to my profile. I've also mentioned which campus the program is going to be conducted at. When I actually applied for the fall intake, I had been allocated Seneca at York campus, Now it is SIA campus. That's why my SOP mentions Seneca at York. But it makes sense, right? I mean, if your college is somewhere, I don't know, in Alaska or something, and you are asking the visa officer to give you an opportunity to study a marketing program, they'd be like, I'd rather give the visa to somebody who wants to learn fishery or something in Alaska. So that's why you should mention why that campus is also going to benefit you. And I've also mentioned the associations that the college has with the marketing associations in the country. So one is, it shows that you are well researched and you are really very career oriented. Anywhere in my SOP you will not find anything that says that I want to graduate just for the sake of it, or this is my chance to enter Canada and I will do my best. Nothing like that. You are just giving facts, and these facts are available online. They can go back and check if these things are true or not. But very important that you convince the visa officer that you are going there and you are really interested in studying there. And that's why the next section is also very important. It's very easy for somebody to say that, hey, you actually graduated with a business degree, why don't you go for a course which is related to global management or international business studies or entrepreneurship. I thought that will be a problem for me also. That's why I made sure I addressed that point. So I said that while I did a business degree, I made sure that my electives were related to marketing. And another thing very important for people who have work experience, address that here. Why did I decide to work after graduation? Even if I do have work experience, all the work experience is related to the course that I've selected. So I've mentioned my stint in ad industry media house, and I'm working for a brand. Every writer has like a tone that they stick to. Throughout my SOP, I have maintained that tone because that's how I write. It's okay, you don't have to be fancy. You just have to get the facts right. Okay. Moving forward. And this is like when I was studying. This is also very important, and so these are like these little smart things you can put and show that, listen, I'm intelligent, I know what I'm doing, kind of things. Then I have mentioned that the number side of marketing is something that nobody talks about, but this is very important. But the program at Seneca has integrated the number side into their curriculum very well, and that's the reason I liked the Seneca course. That's the reason I didn't choose any other college. If you go to Seneca College or any college's website, you'll see what kind of tools they are using. So I specifically mentioned Salesforce and financial planning. This, like I told you, I have picked from the Seneca site and made sure that the visa officer knows that after I graduate, these are the kind of roles that I might get. And the last part, that is the future scope. Is this program really going to help you? So what I did was I went on LinkedIn and I typed marketing, brand management, and marketing coordinator. There are various jobs that you can do in marketing, right? Even if you just take all these jobs and put them on LinkedIn, you will see that there are so many jobs available in this area. So I showed that there are so many jobs available in Canada and so many jobs available in India. And then there is Canadian Job Bank, Canada government's website, where they list down all the jobs. I also went there and I searched for marketing jobs, and there were some 34,000 plus jobs. What this did for me was, in India also I have a lot of options open. That's what this part actually showed the officer. You are saying that there are jobs in Canada, but there are also options back in my home country, and when I return, I am totally going to grab those opportunities if they are good for me. And then the closing statement: after completing Seneca, what happens? I will be well equipped to take a role in India or Canada with more responsibilities and understanding. So what if you don't get a job in core marketing? Well, I have other options like product management, advertising coordinator, social media analyst. Now notice that I haven't really copy pasted anything from here. This is like extra information, and I mentioned that, and I also mentioned that it is large. The domain is very big, and the choice of course, college, and country. All of these combined is going to be very positive for me, and I'm going to do really well in my career. And then you basically thank the visa officer to going through for going through your CV. So guys, that's about it. That was my statement of purpose. Everything is there for you to see. There are 2-3 things that I'd like to mention, and let's get back to the camera for that. So guys, to sum up, there are 2, 3, 4 things that are very important when you write your SOP. Be truthful. Make sure you sound excited about your studies. Third is make sure that you mention and describe how this course is going to help you and how it is relevant to your field of study and to your field of work experience. And the fourth thing is very important, very, very important that you fulfill all the criterias that are required for the stream that you're working under. If you're working under the SDS stream, uh, list down the things that are required and tell them that you have fulfilled all these criteria. If you're applying under the normal category, tell them that these are the things required and you fulfill all the criteria. And the fifth and the most important thing is mention that you are not dependent on opportunities available only in Canada. When you come back to your home country, you will still be better equipped and in a better position to kind of grow your career, and you will be able to use the skills. Um, Sound excited about the program, not about going to Canada. Because if you are excited about your course, your study, and your college, you are a student. And if you are excited about Canada, Toronto, amazing place, parties, good friends, lifestyle, medical benefits, you are not a student. You are a potential immigrant applying under the wrong category. So keep all these things in mind and good luck with your SOP. If you have any questions related to your SOP, if you are facing any problems, write to me in the comment section. I know there are a lot of people who are actually struggling to write their SOPs, and I know there are a lot of consultants who are saying that if you have a lot of work experience, go and apply for a master's program. It is not necessary. A strong SOP can really sail your boat. So stay tuned, ask me questions, and guys, if you like this video, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and keep sharing your love. Until next time, toodles.